Hi, I'm Jody with InsideBaseball.com. And have you ever wondered, how do you read left-handed pitchers? How, when I'm over there at first base trying to steal, do I look at him and how am I able to pick up whether he's coming over or whether he's coming to the plate? Well, you know what? We're going to go over that right now. So I'm here with the guys. Guys, if you're ready, come on over here and kneel down. And I'm going to show you some of those keys from a left-handed pitcher, okay? Now, let's face it. The fact that he's facing me, okay, makes it a little more difficult. He sees what I'm able to do, what I'm doing over there, okay? So, some of the keys for lefties. And they're somewhat similar to the righties. Some of them are. Remember, we talked about the leans. We talked about righty getting there, and lefties do the same thing. Sometimes they get there and they'll lean back, okay? Or they'll get here and lean forward and go. Those are still standard, same way, okay? But some of the other things that they do that a righty not necessarily has the opportunity, we need to go over those. And again, let's start at the top, okay? Lefties, one thing that they can do is they tend to be what we call a head man. And what that means is, and it's the darndest thing, and check this out, see if I'm not accurate. They'll get over here, and they look to home plate, and they'll look over there, and they'll look to home plate. And then they'll look at you when they're going to home plate. It's unbelievable. It's like they're looking right through you. But in their mind, they feel like if I'm looking at you, then you think I'm coming that way. And guess what? Just run. They're not looking at you. They're not concentrating on you. They're trying to deceive you, and they'll go here, and then they're focused there. But they'll look at you and then go back to the plate every time. So if it's a head man, if he's looking at you, when he lifts his leg up, he's going home. When he comes here, okay, and he looks at you and then he looks at home, boom, he's coming over. See, he's trying to do the exact opposite of what he looks. If I look there, I'm going there. If I look there, I'm going there. So that's what we call a head man. And guys, in all honesty, it's so common. It is so common with lefties. So that's one of the first things we do. All right? Then, again, we've got the hips and the shoulders. Now, okay, one of the things we have to watch out for is this front leg. Now, the rule in baseball is that the left-hander, he cannot break this plane. See this mound right here? He cannot break this plane and come over. If he breaks this plane, he has to go home, okay? So watch that. Now, that means with his foot. So as we're getting over there, if he comes here and he kicks his leg up, did you see that? Now, I'm looking right down there. My foot went past there. He has to go home. He's not allowed to come here and go here and come over. All right? Are we good with that? So that's a read. However, this is where it gets tricky, and this is something that's really started to come into the game, and it's extremely deceiving. I'm going to ask you guys this. Is this a balk or is this okay? Okay? It's okay. It is okay. Huh? Now, something broke the plane, didn't it? My knee, when I got here, my knee broke the plane, didn't it? See that? But did my foot. And that's where they get us. We see something cross that plane. We see that their knee comes in here, boom, and they go like that. And we're like, oh, okay, something broke, I can go. And next thing you know, boom, and he right over there. Remember, the foot didn't break the plane. My knee did. He's still allowed to come over there. So that's one of those tricky ones. It's really hard. And that's why these lefties have a little bit of an advantage, and it's more difficult to steal off of them unless they're really giving us a key, because they have these ways to get around it. So be aware of that right there, okay? So you got the head, you got hands, a lot of lefties, okay? Clayton Kershaw, huh? Watch Clayton Kershaw. He likes to lift his hands. He likes to move his hands a little bit before he gets going to the plate. You can go, okay? And that's the other thing. That's one of the benefits of having the lefty is you get to see his hands. A lot of guys, they like to get here, boom, and they like to move their hands. See that? I can go. I can go. He can't come over. They get here, they like to move those hands, and then go to the plate. Remember, it's the same as the righty. If I move my hands, I have to go home. All right? Okay, so those were things that were reads for us as we're facing the pitcher. Now, he's lifted up his leg, and now it's starting to go forward. There's one more thing that we have to be careful of. We have to be aware that he still has the opportunity to come over and pick us off. If he lifts his leg up and he comes here, we have to be aware that he can step down here, okay? Now notice, I didn't go behind. And this is what we call a freeze movement. I didn't go behind. If I go behind, I have to go home. But now you get these guys that hold up here. Kind of Andy Pettit used to do it really good. Now he can go any way right now, can he? Because I haven't crossed. So I can go any way I want. Now we have to be careful. If he steps right towards home plate, he has to go home. He can't do this. He can't come up here, step towards home plate, and throw over. That's a balk. But what he can do is come pretty close. And the rules changed a little bit. All they have to do is have a little bit of separation. So now they can come up here, lift their leg up, and as long as they step, boom, and there's some separation between this front foot and the back foot. And basically what that's saying is if the umpire can see space between there, then they can come over. So it's a little bit tricky. And that's why we have to be aware of that move. And quite honestly, that might slow us down a little bit. So if you get guys with that type of a movement, that hang movement, I'll be honest with you, the best thing to do on that is what we call go on first movement. And what that means is this guy's got a good move. He's got a good hang move. He sits up there and he reads me. If I go up here and I take off, boom, he comes over. If I come here, boom, and I'm not going anywhere, he goes to home plate. But what's the one thing you noticed about that guy? He was slow. He's reading me, so he's pretty slow. So we can take advantage of that. How do you take advantage of it? Just go first move. If he's a read guy, okay, and he comes up here, the minute he moves, boom, did you see that? The minute he moves, just take off. Because remember, how long does it take you to get to second? 3.5 seconds, okay? So if it takes him right here, and he's still gonna go slow, you're still running. If it takes him 2 seconds to go there, and it takes the first baseman 2 seconds to go there, we're gonna be safe. So that's one way we can combat those read pitchers is by taking off on first move, okay? But if they're pretty good at it, in all honesty, if they're pretty good at it, boom, and they're pretty quick, got to tip your hat. Sometimes you got to tip your hat when a lefty has a good move, okay? And the coach might have to hit and run in that situation, all right? So if you're ready, again, want to take some looks? All right, let's go to first base. Let's see some reads. Go ahead, get your lead. Yeah, very good. I'll be head guy with you. All right. Oh, I got him. Huh? I told you I was a head guy. What does that mean? Huh? All right, head guy. Yeah. Good. Very good. There you go. All right. All right. Here we go. Heel behind the rubber. Pretty good. Did you guys see that? All right. Here we go. All right. You ready? All right, let's see what you got here. Uh-huh. Nice. Very nice. Huh? Very good. Okay, there's that move right there. Remember I told you that you see something break the plane, but it's not my foot, and then I tried to come over there hoping that you would have broke to second base. All right? All right, you ready? Okay. I'm going to give you a toughie right here. Nice, very good. How'd you read that? Wow, good stuff right there. All right, here we go. Oh, what happened? I know, but what? Remember what we talked about? Remember we talked about that quick slide step? Well, not on that quick slide step, okay? All right, so if you want to, come on back over here. Come on over here. All right. Now remember, okay, on that last one, you got picked off, didn't you? You were going first movement, weren't you? But we got to remember, just as we stated, in the right-handed pitcher steals. And if you haven't seen that, you need to go over and watch that, okay? The timing isn't there. Did you see me slide step? Huh? Okay. Yeah, you went first movement, but you went first movement right into an out because I went here, boom, and right there, you don't have enough time. So remember, even with the left-hander, just like the right-hander, if he slide steps, we can't steal on that unless it's a hit and run. If it's a hit and run, then we're relying on the hitter to hit the ball. But if we're stealing, we've got to learn to shut it down when a righty or a lefty does the quick pitch or the slide step, okay? Remember that. I'd rather have to start again than head back to the dugout with one out on the board. All right? Any questions? All right. That's illegal. Now you know how to read left-handed pitchers.